Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we're reviewing the Fantastic Four series Firelord. So yes, here we have another old Toy Biz figure from the Fantastic Four series, and to my knowledge this is the only Firelord figure that's ever been made, which is a bit of a shame. Would like to see a Marvel Legends Firelord at some point, but that does not really seem to be in the cards right now. Anyway, he is pretty cool. He comes with sort of a missile-firing fire staff, and he is a fairly standard sort of figure from the time period. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, scope, pay details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Firelord. There is the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 inch Wolverine and our standard Marvel Legends 6 inch Superior Spider-Man. As you can tell, Firelord is a little bit shorter than the Marvel Legend and a little bit taller than Wolverine, as he is in the sort of 4 to 5 inch size scale. Unfortunately, there are no other Firelords to compare him to, so let's go ahead and get Wolverine and Spider-Man out of here and just look at Firelord. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Firelord. He is mostly orange whenever it comes to the skin, and then he has the little sort of flames up around the boots and on the tops of the gloves. His gloves and boots are red, and then his whole chest piece is mostly yellow, and it's got sort of a little white line there that looks a bit like fire for the belt area. And then he's got little yellow flame bits on the shoulders. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on the head sculpt real quick. Alright, zooming in on Firelord's head sculpt, it's not too terribly impressive or interesting. The eyebrows have a sort of unique sculpt because they're like fire. And of course his fire hair is unique. His face is fairly boring and not particularly interesting. If you turn his head around, you can see that they did a bit of painting on the back of his head, as well as painting the rest of it red. So I guess that's cool. It's just not a particularly interesting head sculpt, but I can't really complain about it too much considering the age. Now let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Firelord is pretty standard for this series. You get the neck cut, shoulder cut, elbow hinge, hip cut, knee hinge, and that is all. Nothing special and nothing unexpected, so there's not really much to complain about. Anyway, Firelord comes with one accessory, which is his big fire staff. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Here is Firelord's staff, and I really wish it didn't have an action feature built into it, because it's really bulky and looks really stupid. But the fire tip ends look okay. They are painted red and yellow, and then it's got this big unnecessary tube here in the front. This pegs into his hand, and then this here you just have to flick it off to the side and it fires the missile, like that. And that is pretty much the extent of that. I really would have preferred just a normal staff, but for whatever reason action figures back then had to have weird gimmicks. Now that wraps it up for Firelord and all of its accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Firelord comes in the standard packaging for this series. You got your Fantastic Four logo up here at the top, picture of the Fantastic Four. Down there at the bottom, Firelord with Cosmic Flame Launcher. On the back you get some nice artwork of Firelord, demonstration of his action feature, as well as some other figures in this series, and some figures in the Iron Man series. I actually had this Thanos right here, I'll probably review that sometime later. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Firelord. Alright, that wraps it up for Firelord, so until next time, goodbye!
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.